Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Rachel Freeman Sowers Live Show. I just want to make sure my audio is going through the right thing. Yes, it is. Tell me if you can see on the screen, I don't think on Instagram you're able to, but here on YouTube and the Facebook pages, tell me if you see anything that is new on the screen right now. Tell me what it is in the comments, and I'd love to hear. How are all of you doing? How are you doing? Let me know. Say hello in the comments because I want to say hi to you. Now is more important than ever for all of us to stay connected, all of us to remember that we are humans, that we are here to make this positive impact in the world. And we as female online entrepreneurs also want to keep that going. And this is really what instigated this topic for me tonight, because let's just be real. Many of you know I've been a therapist for the past 18 years. And so I handle emotions really well and, very familiar with all of those things and really do have coping skills that are 3 tool belts deep. And yet when there's a lot of swirling, and when I say swirling, like lots of energies going around, how many of you have felt all of the energy that's been going around? I said it earlier today, in Ayurvedic medicine, they call this kind of airiness and wind, it's called vata. And so it has a lot of anxiety with it, a lot of emotions, and it really makes it difficult for people to stay in a balanced state like they normally would. And that would even include me, myself. Because what I have found is that as much as I've used my coping skills, it still feels a little heavy. It still feels a little out of balance. And the number one thing that I know to be true is that I want to be here on video with all of you. And in order for me to maintain that and step up and into the power that I want to have in a video and the way that I want to be communicating with you, these are the 5 things that I need in order for that to happen, to truly feel like I am making an impact. And to me, that is the most important thing. I did have someone ask me, what are you going to do after the election? Either way it goes. And I said, I'm going to keep doing the same thing I've always been doing. And what that is continuing to work on making a positive impact. I'm going to show up in the exact same way as I show up, maybe even a little bit more. Woo! Just wait for that. And really just lean into this way of being, because
I like it. It works for me. And it's important for me to be able to communicate with all of you on video. So please make sure to say hi as you hop on here. Hey, Dana, how are you feeling? I was thinking about you, saw you on Facebook. Let me know how you're feeling. So what I want to do is I want to jump in. So tonight, what we are talking about are the 5 things you need to step up and into your power on video. If you are a female entrepreneur that hasn't been able to quite find your power on video or in a video, I'm going to give you a couple opportunities. One of the opportunities is to join my new Facebook group. It's called Visibility and Video Mastery for Female Entrepreneurs. That group is specifically for women who want to get visible with video and really own the screen, right? We want to take all of this and bring our best to it every single time. So the new Facebook group is called Visibility and Video Mastery for Female Entrepreneurs, and I cannot wait to see so many of you in there. Now, if you're not a female entrepreneur, these same things, these 5 things will still help you step into your power in any given situation. And that's really the beauty of what I share and where I come from. This isn't just, this sounds bad, but like a one pony show. Like this isn't like this is the only thing. What this is their techniques and skills and things that will help you, ways to help you experience stepping into your power every single day. So whether you're an entrepreneur or not, it will work for you still. So I would love to hear how many of you on here are currently female entrepreneurs. Just put yes in the comments. Oh, Dana, I'm so glad that you're feeling a lot better. It's rough. Let me know if you're a female entrepreneur or professional and what you do in the comments, because I want to get to know each one of you. When I'm on here, I talk a lot about myself and a lot about my experiences, and I want to know more about you. So please put these things in the comments, whether you're watching the recording or the live, it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and get started. So these are the 5 things you need to know to step up and into your power on video. Especially if you've been feeling off balance, especially if things are a little bit rough, especially if things seem a little off. Here is number 1. Let's go. Awareness of self. So this isn't just like, oh, I have this awareness of myself. Really, it's about knowing the looks on your face, knowing when an emotion comes across, how that's communicated. This sounds silly, but I did spend time in front of the mirror looking at my face, the expressions, if I was sad, if I was angry. Sometimes people say like, oh, Rachel, you're really intimidating. You get really serious. I do. I'm not really a surface person, and that's okay. But having this awareness of self and really what the body is doing and not just what the mind is doing. A lot of times we get caught up in awareness, like, oh, I'm thinking this, oh, I'm thinking that, oh, I'm worried about this or this. But really, what is the mind-body connection in your awareness of self? The other thing about awareness of self I want to mention is, what is your presence? How do you want your presence to be on video? So today, I usually do the Festival of Trees, and I did the Festival of Trees, decorated a tree this year, and they were here taking pictures, and we did a short video. And part of the video, I actually start crying because I was talking about my dad. And the woman that was with me, she's like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. These are just the emotions that come out. And I knew that if I was going to talk about my dad and how hospice really helped him, I was going to become tearful. But that was okay. I had that awareness, and it then allows me to not project limiting beliefs on other people or even my emotions on other people, right? They're mine, and I can own those emotions. So number 1 is awareness of self, making sure that you know, how do I want to be? How do I want to be engaging? It takes practice, and there is a shortcut to getting there, and I'm going to share it with you a little bit later. Number 2, we need to be in touch with your or our emotions. Yeah, I said it. I kind of get tired of how-to videos. That's why you don't see me doing a lot of how-to videos. I don't think that how-to videos are necessarily, for me, the most effective. What instead of like a how-to video, what I like to do is a being kind of video, an exploration, more emotions, more mind-body connection, and not just list off, this is how you do. Hey, Linda, how are you? And so we need to be in touch with our own emotions, but how many times, especially right now, OMG, like the emotions are, they're all over, right? How do we be in touch with our emotions so I know what emotions I'm having with all of you, maybe while I'm on here, and to know that I can have those and they can move on through, right? They don't need to stop me. A lot of times we get stopped by the emotions of fear, rejection, lack of self-confidence, self-doubt. Those are all emotional things that we need to deal with. It's not really, how do I push the go live button, right? So we need to be in touch with our emotions. That's number 2. Number 3 is this: know the journey. Where are you taking your customer? So this is very common. And how many of you, if you've heard this before, you need to know the journey on which you're taking your customer. And sometimes it's like, okay, I know. But how do you relate to your audience through the journey? So I wanted to take you through a journey tonight of telling you some things that can help you step into your power video. But what I also have to be aware of is me as the guide. The awareness of self and the being in touch with your emotions really allows you to pull in and start guiding people. Because don't forget, we have these things called mirror neurons. And that's really where, when I work with women, I've worked with so many women and have watched them not talk to anybody else about what they're doing or where they want to be moving to. They just start doing it. And when we start doing that and being there, those people follow and they're like, holy cow, it's working. And I didn't even say anything. Because we don't always have to say something, but we need to know our role in the journey. We need to know about how we're guiding people in that journey. Let me know in the comments if this is making sense. Just type yes if it is. All right, so we're on, man, we're going quick tonight. So let me know, did you find that thing on the screen that is new? Let me know in the comments if you found it yet. All right. So the number 4 is this. We need to have the ability to lean into vulnerability. So as many of you know, Brené Brown talks about this so often. This has been her thing, vulnerability. And the Dare to Lead book, I read it when it first came out. It is phenomenal. If you haven't read it, you really do need to read it. I'm going to check the comments really quick. Oh, hey, Heather. Hey, Eric. Nice to see you on here. All right. So the ability to lean into vulnerability. You cannot lean into vulnerability or have that ability unless you are working on the top 3 things already: the awareness of self, the being in touch with your emotions, and you know your role on the journey in which you are taking your audience on. So is this making sense? The ability to lean into vulnerability means that when I cried on that video today, and really it is going to go out to so many people, like it's going on a website, it's there. I need to know exactly how to lean into that, to not be like ashamed, or I used to be afraid of what people would think or how they would feel if I would have cried. But crying for me is just a regular way my body expresses emotion. And I don't have a problem with that. So when someone else says like, are you okay? Like, are you really okay? And I just say, yes, I am leading them in how I am. Is this making sense? The ability to lean into vulnerability means that you develop a risk tolerance. And it's really developing a risk tolerance for what other people think, say, or believe about anything. And really what you think that they think about you. Now that can be a little bit confusing, but remember, this really isn't about how other people think about us. It's about how we're thinking of ourselves in that moment. Yes, Linda, Brene Brown is great and her books are great. Again, Dare to Lead, fantastic book. So when you lean in to the vulnerability, there's less worry. There's less anxiety. There's less preoccupation, mind chatter. There's less of that because it's not something that needs to be fixed. It's not something that needs to be taken care of. It's not something that needs to be helped by other people. Like, no, I got it. I know what's going on with me, right? And that really gives confidence to the other people that you're leading. Amelia says, crying can be, oh, yes, it is very cleansing. I don't know how many of you know, but I used to teach spin class with my dad. And so now oftentimes when I get on the bike, I'm literally like crying on the bike because it's just the way my body releases. Even, crying is appreciation. Crying it's not always about anger. It's not always about weakness, right? And a lot of times our culture still tells us that, because not that long ago, I had someone say, you started getting emotional and now it's all my fault. So those things still happen, but it's really, again, leaning into that vulnerability and accepting yourself just as you are, complete, whole, and perfect right now. Like right now, with everything that is going on, with all of the feelings, with all of the energy, I'm okay just being me right now. Heather says, I'm constantly reminded how others are uncomfortable with emotions. Yes. And, being visible with video or getting visible, being seen and heard really does test other people's ability to withstand someone doing that around them. And it also is something that really scares a lot of female entrepreneurs. And they're confident. Like, these are CEOs, these are leaders, they range from wherever. We all have those thoughts. But if it's stopping you, I want to get you unstuck. And I'm going to tell you how I can help you do that later on. All right. So let's go back to, that was number 4. Number 5. Whoops, I just hit my mic. This is the best one. This is the best one. And the reason it's the best is because it allows for freedom. Complete and total freedom if you choose. Are you ready? Give me thumbs up and hearts if you guys are ready for this, because it's good. We need to master free will. So something I've heard a lot in the last few days, and honestly, probably in the last 6 to 9 months, well, since March, how long is that? Is I have to, I should, like a lot of people are like, I need to get on video. I need to get on video. I need to get on video. Okay. So that may be a feeling you have. But how you master the free will is saying, I want to get on video. This is my choice. So let me know if this is jiving with you, especially this one. It is my responsibility to get on video because I want to be living a certain way of life. I want to be being a certain way in this world. I want to interact in a certain way. What is the way right now that you want to be interacting that maybe you haven't exercised or mastered your free will in yet? What is an area of your life that you want to master free will in? Because everything is our choice. Now, I'm not going to extremes here. So I'm not talking about abuse. We're not going to those places. But what I'm saying is, if I make a choice that this is the way I want to show up, I want to show up on video in this manner, being this kind of woman, then this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to master my free will. This is my way. This is your way. Independent. Remember, we're removing external stimulants. whatever's happening in the election, there, I already said it, whatever is going to happen, I don't need to master my free will to find out about that thing or how I want to feel because that thing is happening. I master my free will first. This is my choice. I'm going to stay the same person and grow and transform and continue to develop the things and the ways I want to be. Right? This is mastering the free will. Remember, it is your business. If you choose to be on video, which all of you can do, there's nothing really stopping you. And if you think that there is, I would love to hear it in the comments, because really the thing that stops us the most is the underlying emotions. And a lot of people say, well, I just need to get on video. And I talked about this. I just need to get on video. I just need to say something. Yes, that works for a little while, but your audience will wants to be craving more from you. So if this is your business, if this is your nonprofit, Heather, then what does it look like for you to master free will in that space? So you're taking full responsibility. I can't control what happens in the future. I can't control if I have to continue to wear a mask. I can't control whether the coronavirus or COVID goes away or stays. I can't control the outcome of the election. I can't control the way that other people are being. I have to master my own free will. Oh, I'm from Redding, California. That's where I'm from. Hey. So let me know, what is it that you want to master? Now, I'm going to ask you in two different ways. If on video, what do you want to master on video? Do you want to master attracting your audience? Do you want to master being relatable, authentic, and a leader? All those things, they're not mutually exclusive. You can be all three of those things. You can be vulnerable and a leader and a video master, right? You can master video by just being yourself. There's just some tweaks and some different things that you may need to then expand what you already know to be true within you. One of the ways I am helping female entrepreneurs do that is with my Visibility with Video one-on-one coaching program. So I'm just going to put here really quickly, and then we're going to get to the angel card, the link for you to check out this program. So if you are wanting to get more visible on video and you want to do it with this fierce confidence, and you want to attract the audience, which therefore brings in more cash flow into your business, check out this link at Rachel Freeman Sowers. So we have Visible with Video. So you can copy and paste. I'm also going to be putting it in the comments. I think I can put it in the comments here. Let's see if it does it. Oh, yep. There you go. All right. So it's in the comments now. Check that out. There is also another absolutely free resource that I'll be helping female online entrepreneurs with service providers, consultants, coaches, therapists, getting more visible on video through my free Facebook group. It's called Visibility and Video Mastery for Female Entrepreneurs. You can check that out, answer the questions, and I'd love to have you join that group. All right. So consistent Zoom support groups. That's what Heather wants to create her mastery of free will with. Who else? What else? Where do you want to hone in the mastery of your free will? Let me know in the comments. All right. Every single time I do, well, pretty much every single time. I don't think there's been one where I haven't done it. Let me just do this really quick because it's distracting me. All right. I pull an angel card. So the angel cards that I use, they're not magic. They don't tell you anything that you don't already know. What really happens, it allows you to bring up and bring to the surface what really is important for you to know. So I drew the card before this session. I usually draw it. I haven't looked at it. And so we'll see how well it matches. If this card hits home with you on any level about mastering your free will, about knowing about your journey, the journey you're taking people on, your awareness of self, your being in touch with your emotions, any of the 5 things that we've touched on tonight, make sure to let me know in the comments. So here is the card. It is the Ace of Raphael, and it says a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So this is for Facebook. Here you go. This is for Instagram. All right. Let me know what your biggest takeaway from this is while I'm reading this thing from tonight's video. Okay, here it is. This is the beginning of a new and positive emotional experience in your life. It may be a new person you become very close to or a situation that fills you with joy. Video fills me with joy. I just gotta say, it does. And if you're not so sure about someone else, start looking about becoming very close to yourself, right? That's kind of what tonight is about. Often this card signifies the start of a romantic relationship or renewed romance within your current relationship. You may find yourself falling in love or making a deep and personal connection with a new friend. Profound and lasting spiritual insights are possible at this time. When you step into your power, this is the absolute truth. The absolute truth is that you will have profound and lasting spiritual insights. You have insights into yourself. You have insights that help you expand. All right. And trust your intuition to lead you to happiness. That is the mastery of free will. I know the wise one within me. And we all need to get to know the wise ones within us. Some people call it intuition. I call it the wise one within. That's my wording for it. So if that rings a bell with you, please make sure that you continue to know the wise one within you or the wise one within you. Additional meanings of this card are spiritual revelations, a gift from someone dear. Home is where the heart is. All of us are spending a lot of time at home. All right. So tell me in the comments, whether you're watching this recording or live, what has been the biggest takeaway for you? What has been the biggest takeaway for you from tonight? What are you going to take and implement so that you can do these 5 things? So you can step up and into your power on video. If you're wanting help with that, or you want to explore how that works and working with me on a one-on-one basis, because I love one-on-one, go ahead and click on that link and you can schedule to book a consultation with me. And I'd love to talk with each one of you if you're really wanting to use the power and leverage the power of video in your business. Or maybe a lot of people, like I have some friends that are in Great Britain. I have some friends that are in Australia, one in New Zealand, and some of those people are going on lockdown again. And maybe if you're like, hey, I need to get myself out there, I need to put my business online, any of those things, video is the number one way to grow it the fastest so that you can keep that income coming in that you want. And if you're looking for more information on how video does that, there are tons of live and recorded videos, not tons, but there are some live and recorded videos that help you understand that process and why it is the best on my YouTube channel. It's Rachel Freeman Sowers on my YouTube channel. So Heather says, I'm going for it. I could use some guidance on implementation. I'll follow your links. Great. I'd love to talk to you, Heather. That'd be awesome. So any of you on Instagram while you're over here, I'm just looking at Instagram, make sure to let me know your takeaways. If you think this video can help someone else, please make sure to share it. It is always welcome. We are here to spread the love. We are here to empower other women, female entrepreneurs to take their businesses to the next level, especially me, with video. All right, so that is the end of the Rachel Freeman Style Show. And as I say at the end of every single video, make sure to stay true to yourself, be kind to others, and always, always, always honor the wise one that is within you. I hope to see you all next Wednesday on the next Rachel Freeman Style Show. Bye.